Did you hear that? I think it's another episode of Wilderness Whispers. Enjoy.
Sean, a young boy, was out near a forest playing tag with his friends. He mentioned that they had been running into a neighbor's yard during the game, and in the past, no one seemed to mind. But this time, as they reached the edge of the property, an unfamiliar, angry woman suddenly appeared, shouting at them. The kids immediately stopped, startled. Before they could react, the woman grabbed one of Sean's friends by the arm. Confused and unsure of what to do, Sean decided to take a precaution. He pulled out his phone and started recording. This is what he captured.
You're not supposed to be here, okay?
This is their backyard.
No, it's not. This is my yard.
The rocks separate the properties.
Yeah, but you're not in the rocks, were you? Were you?
We were on them.
No, you weren't.
Guys, private property. Private property, so please.
I will come.
No.
What are you doing?
What do you mean no? You want me to fight you?
Nancy. 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 Nancy.
We're leaving right now. Come on,
He's
Ryan.
not leaving.
Come on.
What are you talking about? What's going on?
They're playing hunt. 2 doors down.
No, but this is considered the
No, it isn't.
boundaries.
No, it
What are you
isn't.
talking about? Boundaries.
The
We're
boundaries.
just cutting through because it's a shortcut.
It's not a shortcut. How do I know you're not breaking into that home?
I'm not gonna
I know you
break in them. These people are wicked nice.
Oh,
See, that guy's right there.
Right. How do I know you're not breaking into their house?
We're not.
How do I know?
Why? I
Why
wouldn't.
are you up here?
Because my friends were back here and we chased them.
Do not.
Where are you from?
Come.
How far down? Where are you from?
Come.
No.
You want to start?
I didn't do anything.
You did. You trespassed on my property, and you know that.
I was on the rocks.
The rock is my property, honey.
She had no reason to be that angry at the kids. They were just playing around and not causing any damage. Many people believe that the woman and the man with her weren't who they claimed to be, and that the property may not have even belonged to them. What made things even more unsettling was the way the woman kept moving closer, and at one point, she even gestured directly to Sean, motioning for him to come here. It was deeply creepy, especially since there was no logical reason for Sean to go to her. In the video, you can hear Sean say, "We're leaving," but the woman replies, "He's not leaving. Why? Why would any adult try to stop a child from walking away? That's what makes this whole situation feel so suspicious. Honestly, I believe they may have been trying to kidnap the kids. Adults often complain that kids don't play outside anymore, but when they do, something like this happens. Thankfully, Sean was aware enough to recognize that something was off and kept his distance. Eventually, they all managed to leave unharmed. Still, no new information has come out about who those people were or why they were acting that way. Nicholas is a guy who loves fishing and runs a channel where he explores different rivers, tries out various lures, and goes after big catches. But this video is different. He was deep in the forest, fishing along a remote river, when something happened that left him seriously unsettled. He says he's never felt this uneasy while fishing before. I'll let you watch what happened, then we'll talk about it.
Lola, come here. How's it going? Come here. Come here. Woohoo! Alright, those dudes are just standing there staring at me. Sketchy! I don't know if they wanted something or what, but they were peeping me out from down the river, and then they came closer and closer, then they were just tending to look at the trees, and then they kept staring at me.
Let's talk about it. It's not unusual for people to stop and watch while someone's fishing. Usually they're friendly, ask about your catch, maybe share a quick story and move on. But this time was different. These people didn't say a word. They didn't even respond when Nick greeted them. It felt less like curiosity and more like they were scoping him out, checking for gear, maybe planning to steal something. You can see it in their body language. One of the guys was just staring into the trees for no reason. It was like they were trying too hard not to look suspicious, and ended up looking exactly like that. Nick had some camera equipment on him, but honestly, I think what really stopped them from trying anything was his dog. They probably knew that if they tried something, the dog would attack. Thankfully, Nick trusted his instincts and moved to a different spot. But I'm convinced those guys weren't just there to watch him fish. Now I want to hear what you think. Were they just wandering around? Or do you think they had something else in mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Oh, and while you're down there, the subscribe button's probably right around the corner. I know a lot of you watch these videos every day without subscribing, so why not? It's free, and you can always change your mind later. A man was speeding down a peaceful, beautiful forest biking trail, but as he launched off a ramp, he nearly had a frightening close call. That was seriously close, and that girl was lucky he managed to avoid her. I mean, why would she be taking a photo right on a biking trail? That's incredibly dangerous. One wrong move and a wheel hitting the back of her head could cause some serious damage. She got lucky this time, but honestly, I hope her friend did catch that moment when he jumped off the ramp, because that would have been an epic shot. Still, it's definitely not worth risking her health. But hey, if she did get it, I bet that photo would blow up on Instagram, even from her hospital bed. This next video comes from a subscriber named Jordan, who set out with a friend to explore a creepy location. And let's just say they ended up seriously freaked out. They visited a supposedly haunted, abandoned resort somewhere in the Catskills, New York, a place known for ghost sightings and strange apparitions, and decided to film the whole thing for fun. But the moment they stepped inside, they saw this.
We're gonna go throw some, see if he moves. He's tweaking, bro. Oh, shit. Hello? Nah, that ain't moving. See this? Yo, nah. What the? Wait. Look at the fuck. What the?
Who are you?
There was clearly something moving in there, and it looked seriously creepy, almost like a doll or something that seemed possessed. Instead of leaving, they decided to go back and take a closer look. But that's when things got real. That's when they knew they weren't alone.
I swear to God, we're not trolling. There's someone standing in the fucking hole.
They heard a clear footstep from inside, and that's when they realized they weren't about to stick around to find out what it was. According to Jordan, a lot of people have died in that location, and it was even tied to mafia activity at one point. So honestly, you never know who or what you might run into in there. Sometimes it's just better not to be too curious. Now let's break it down. That could have been a doll, a mannequin shifting from the wind, or maybe even someone trying to mess with them. But honestly, who knows? I would have had the exact same reaction if I saw that in the hallway, especially knowing the place is known to be haunted. Now, I just hope that wasn't Annabelle and that they're safe. Mike went exploring alone in the deep forest of Dudleytown, Connecticut, a place known for countless reports of strange sightings, with many believing the forest is actually cursed. While hiking, he kept hearing unsettling sounds like someone or something was following him, even though he couldn't see a soul. At one point, he decided to take cover behind a rock and quietly wait, filming the whole time. And this is what he caught.
Watch who's stalking who now. Who's stalking who now? Look at that. You see a person? Yeah, who's stalking who now? I got you now. I got you now, mother. Look at this beautiful moss, by the way. Do you hear it? Look.
He kept hiking, and this time he actually managed to catch on camera whatever had been following him.
Okay, ready? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Look at that. I'm by myself in Dudley. Look at that. Oh my God.
Now he was sure someone was actually following him. And what's even weirder is how the person seemed to keep their distance, like they didn't want to be seen but also didn't want to leave. This is exactly why I always say, if you're going into the forest alone, especially somewhere this remote and with such a dark history, you need to have some kind of protection. People like this are often the most dangerous thing out there, and you never really know what their intentions are. Fortunately, nothing happened to Mike, and he managed to make it out of the woods safe and unharmed. Larry is a guy who loves nature so much that he lives full-time in his camper van, spending his nights in the woods and all kinds of beautiful remote locations. But as you probably know, when you do something often enough, you start to notice the darker side of it too. And in his case, that means experiencing some of the scarier parts of the woods. In this particular video, he's out van camping in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Hey there. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Larry if you're new. I felt extra motivated this morning and just got up early, and I have been cruising these back roads here in the mountains just south of Flagstaff. We're a little over 7,000 feet, and I've just never been back here this far, and it's just a beautiful area. Very little cell phone service. I do have one bar of service in case I guess I need to text out for an emergency, but other than that, it's going to be pretty well disconnected this weekend. And yeah, this forest, I guess, was like a burned area of the forest at one point. It looks like it must have been years ago. It looks pretty well grown back now, except for a lot of the trees are just burnt. But other than that, still just a beautiful area out here. Sun's getting ready to go down, so I say we go ahead and just get camp set up and then get our fire started here soon so we can get dinner going.
So he set up camp, got a fire going, and was all set to cook himself a big steak.
This is working great, I think. But I mean, we'll see what happens cooking a steak. We'll just start by searing it.
He got inside his van and started eating, but that's when the creepy stuff started happening.
But totally spaced it. So I did not even bring a vegetable. That's all right though. I've been on the carnivore diet here in the last 2 months. And I'm gonna set this over here so it doesn't fall down. But I've been doing really good on it, but I think I need to go back to getting some vegetables. So I think I'm just gonna kind of go back to doing keto. So some vegetables, but still, you know, a lot of protein.
If you got here, comment the word chocolate.
Probably just a stick though. Like a branch falling out of a tree or something.
The sound left him unsettled. He couldn't tell exactly what it was, but it definitely sounded like someone or something hitting a tree with a stick. Still, he tried to shake it off, came up with a few possible explanations, and went on eating. Afterward, he stepped outside to relax with a beer by the fire, but the strange activity didn't stop there.
I catch myself just sitting here listening. Like part of me just wants it to be a cow or a coyote or something. Like I just want to see something that I could know that it was it, just so I can just drop it. Like I'm trying to sit up. The dogs are fighting. Buddy. Hi.
He didn't find anything, so he and his little dogs got back inside the van, locked it up, and spent the night there. Nothing else happened, but still, what was really out there? Was it just an animal, someone stalking him, or something else entirely? It's encounters like this, when you don't know what's out there, that make the forest feel truly unsettling. My advice? If something like this ever happens to you, don't wait around. Get in your van and move to a new spot. Out there, your instincts are everything, so always trust them. That's it for today. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified when we post. Also, leave a comment below sharing your favorite encounter. And if you have a story of your own that you'd like to have shared, send it to the email in the description. Don't forget to click on one of the videos on the screen to see more.